And Walt Disney was always looking for new talent, both sides of the camera. That's how he found the Sherman brothers, in addition to our next two very special guests. They made their American big screen debuts for Walt Disney. One of them had already made a film with their father in England. One of them had been introduced to all of us by none other than Rodgers and Hammerstein. They went on to great careers. They're still enjoying great careers and great lives. But they started with the Sherman brothers and Walt Disney. Please welcome to the stage Hayley Mills and Leslie Ann Warren.
My biggest frustration with Hayley is that she just keeps getting more and more beautiful, and it's rude. Give somebody else a chance. You are both about me. Lady, you are stunning all day. Don't even start with me, right? Can we get one more time? Because really...
It's kind of overwhelming having these women here with us. All right, Leslie, tell us your first experience with Richard Sherman and his book Bob.
Okay, so I was 18 and a half when I was asked to come out and to do a big screen test for The Happiest Millionaire. And I had to learn 2 songs, I had to learn some choreography and a couple of scenes. And even though I had come directly from Broadway, where I'd been singing, dancing, and acting for 4 months, I was terrified, totally terrified. But Richard and Robert made me feel so incredibly comfortable. Their warmth, specifically Richard, was so engaging and warm and welcoming. And I got the job. Then as an adult, Richard and I were both in, are both in, it's hard to talk about that, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. And they have screenings there every week, and I would go to the screenings, and Richard would go as well. And it was always such a joy to see him. What was interesting to me was every time I saw him, I would feel back into that 18-year-old girl that I had been around him the very first time. He was so lovely and so fun and so warm, and yeah, I adored that man.
You also got to star in another musical, Disney musical, made right after Walt's passing.
Yes.
The one and only genuine original family band.
Yes.
Musicals were becoming something of a rarity, so it was special.
Yes.
You know, what are your memories of that experience?
Well, it was a fantastic experience, and Kurt Russell played my younger brother, and Goldie Hawn played my competitive dance person in the movie, which was kind of interesting. But one of my favorite memories was a song called The Happiest Girl Alive, which I got to sing in this exquisite field with all these horses running by me. And the character, she had just fallen in love with John Davidson, and he had written her a letter, and she was holding this letter to her heart after reading it, and it meant so much to her. And what I specifically remember about their music was, as an actor, they fulfilled your understanding, your need to understand what the character is feeling. Yeah. So that you felt supported, not just by the beautiful melody and song, lyrics, but you understood what the character was feeling, what she wanted, what was on her mind. And that was one of the greatest gifts of doing their music for me.
And every song was in context.
Yes.
was threaded into the movie.
Yes, it's not just sort of plucked into the,
Yeah.
moves the story along.
Hayley, you made 4 films for Walt Disney, and I will tell you, she has a memoir out now, and it's fantastic. She's only paying me a little bit of money to tell you that. But it's a beautiful memoir because it honors your life and Walt and everyone that you worked with and your incredible parents. I'm sorry, I had to. What do you remember about working with Richard on those films?
Oh, well, I first met Richard when I came over here from London to make The Parent Trap. And I went up to Walt's office. He said, I want you to meet 2 very important people. And I went into Walt's office, and there in the office, standing by a baby grand piano with these 2 extremely attractive young men. I was delighted. I was 14. They were absolutely charming and made me feel very, very welcome. And Robert was the quieter of the 2 and lovely, and Richard was more ebullient. And he came up to me and he said, hey, Hayley, hi. I said, hi. And he said, we're going to play for you the song that you're going to sing in the movie. I said, good, great. And he said, now we're going to sing it for you, but of course you will sing it much better than us. Which was patently untrue. So he sat down at the piano and started banging out, if that's not a rude way of putting it, the tune of Let's Get Together. And they sang it, both of them, with all their heart and soul, extremely well. And at the end of it, they made me laugh. And that was the first time I'd heard that song. And Richard was warm and lovely and all-encompassing, as everybody has said. He made you feel that he was a human being who was doing exactly what he wanted to do. He knew that he was really good at what he was doing, and it was his special purpose, and he was a happy man, and it was very infectious. They both were. They were both lovely. Now, the second memory of them was the day that I had to record the song. It was in the recording studio at Disney Studios, and I was very nervous. And I said to them, I am very nervous because I'm not a singer. And Richard said, oh, he said, don't worry, you're an actor. So act being a singer. It was very good advice. So I did. And I've done it all my life.
What a good actress you were, even at that age.
Yeah. What?
You acted this song.
Yes, exactly. Well, it's like Leslie said, you know. Well, you do have to act songs, don't you? Mm-hmm. After all, you're expressing, you know, the emotion of your character. You have to act it.
It's funny you should say that, Hayley. Funny you should say that you have to act to sing, and that you two would be together, having the same feeling at the moment. Let's Get Together was a big hit song upon the film's release, and you certainly made an impression singing with your twin. And since you're here, and we happen to have a band, don't know where they came from, would you guys be willing to do just maybe Hayley a couple of bars of Let's Get Together?
expecting me to act like a singer again.
Yes.
Yes, that is what I'm doing.
And
Yeah.
I'm
Well-
acting like her twin. Okay.
No, I've always avoided it. I've avoided it for years and years and years. And it's a long time since I've done any singing. Besides, to be perfectly honest, I could only possibly do it if I had, if I had my twin to sing with.
I have good news for you, my friend.
Leslie. Leslie, please. Go on.
Oh,
Go on, I mean,
Okay.
you sing so much better than I do. I mean, you were in actual musicals, and I was just in movies with songs. Go on.
all right. This is for Richard.
Okay.